Hello and welcome everyone on our monthly podcast at Acumen, your one-stop for everything into aviation. Today we have with us Mr. Vijay Kumar, who heads up product development for Sparta. In the interest of our audience, we would love to have a quick introduction from the man himself.
Hi, Apur.
Hi Vijay.
I appreciate you on having me this podcast. So after completing my degree in electronics and communication, I started my career as an intern at Bharat Electronics Limited, where I was working on the technology like a microcontroller and microprocessor. And as I was about to complete my internship, that time I realized that the domain electronics and communication is not my cup of tea. So after completing my intern, I joined the hand with my friends where we work a startup service-based startup company and work with the multiple projects like e-commerce, medical, LMS, cloud-based, SMS, and many more. At that time, I got introduced with the Acumen Aviation, where we provide the solution to the Acumen Aviation for few of their products. And after that, I joined the Acumen Aviation as a VP of the product development, where I'm handling the Sparta product development.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So let's hear more about your experience by far. You have been with Acumen for quite some time.
Yeah, I'm working with the Acumen from 2 years as a VP of the product development, but developing of the aviation product, like I have 4 to 5 year experience. Before that, I was working with the design team there. I was working the aviation product and Acumens.
So Mr. Vijay, I have a quote with me, which says that UX design drives innovation in new technology and redefines our world. And so, what are your thoughts specifically to this?
So, I feel that innovation and technology is incomplete without UX. And as you know, the World Wide Web is like just 30-year-old, and if we see the technology from desktop to it has reached to the mobile, smartwatch, and like a other smart component. The presenting the information has been increased, and the way to present that information, so definitely user experience also has been changed. And whenever the new technology will come, so the user experience play the major role to way to present the information, the way user will interact those information. And user experience not limited to the software product. I feel that user experience is in every domain. Like if you consider the example of automobiles, now smart car is coming, where we present the graphical information to the users, and that time also user experience will play the major role. And if you say the constructions and properties where we are the way of user, people living style has been changed. Now people are making the modern construction, they are adopting the modern constructions where the user experience also play the major role. So I feel that to drive this technology, user experience is the important factor and is the initial stage for every industry and every business or every technology, which should be driven from the starting.
Okay. So, if I have to, let's say, if I have to paraphrase it or maybe ask a follow-up question, so would you say that if the user experience is not good, then even a great product would not work in today's market?
Yeah, you are correct. Like if user experience is not good, then the there is a huge drop in the business because if user will onboard and comes to the platform, and mostly there are like a when you comes to the product don't have much issue. There is a very limited 20 to 30% of the functional issue. Most of the user will get drop off because of the user experience, the way he want to interact with your product. If that is not clear, if user has to struggle to interact with your product, then definitely the user will not come back to your product.
Got it.
So that's where it has a major impact on the business.
Got it. So, no doubt the technology, the functionalities have to be top notch.
Yeah.
But the engagement from a user experience, the UI, the intuitiveness has all to be is also supposed to be at par with the industry.
Yeah, definitely. Because without I'm not saying that UX is the only factor for the business, but UX has its own role in the business.
Okay. Okay. Thanks a lot, Vijay. So Vijay, in continuation to my last question, what I understand is that UX, though it is only about user experience, right? His journeys and his emotions, what he feels throughout the product. But there's increasing importance on design flow as well, right? So according to you, how does UX, right, user experience, differs from other design disciplines?
Yeah. So there is a well-known debate in the industry between the UX and the UI. How I see is the UX is more about the user experience, and coming to the UI, it is more about giving the cosmetic feel to the product, like a typography of your product, colors, fonts, all those things will cover in the UI. And UX is the journey of the user, interaction, his emotion with the product. If I want to explain in a simple word, it's like a UX is the journey of the customer in the product, and UI is the theme of the product. So that is the only difference, and both play a very important role. Both have their individual entity while building the product. So that is how it is.
Okay, okay, makes a lot of sense. Let's move on to more of product development side of the things, right? So we see that there are a lot of technologies that are coming up, right? And the software world is always changing, right? So what do you consider as the most promising, most futuristic, and the most developed technology in today's time?
Yeah. So in this planet, change is the only constant things, and when it's coming to the technology, change is must. So we have come long way from a single layer application to the multi-layer application. So where we are hosting all our application as a separate domain that will help us the scalability. And from initial when the technology start, we were building the product from the scratch, writing the code from the scratch. Now today we have the readily available minimal version of the frameworks where, like if you can take example of, we have readily available UI framework like a Angular JS, React JS. Similarly for backend, we have Django, Spring Boot, all those things where developer don't have to start the coding from the scratch. That will optimize the time to build the product in a quick node. And now, if you see today's time, we have a huge amount of information available in the clouds. And now, to present this information to the user is very important. And for this, technology played a vital role. Like now, we have like a big data, MongoDB, which can process this technology very fast and present those information to the user in analytic, graphical way. So I feel we are in like a quite good shape where technology is moving, and then if you talk about the futuristic technology which is currently going on, AR technology and VR technology, parallelly machine learning is showing tremendous growth in this industry, and then IoT is parallelly showing that growth.
Okay.
That's how I consider the technology innovation in this industry.
Sounds good. Sounds really good, Vijay. So I believe a lot of technology stack and the things that you just spoke about must have find its way into Sparta as well.
Yeah.
So what, according to you, right, is the overall the biggest strength that Sparta as a platform has?
So I don't consider Sparta has a one single strength. I categorize it into the three main strength of the Sparta, which is like a all-in-one platform. Like what it means, like right now every customer is looking for their solution. They are going for different applications and managing the different applications. Suppose for accounting purpose, customer is buying one application. For records management, they are buying another application, and then at the end they will come up with a lot of application subscription, and maintaining those applications will be challenging. So in Sparta, when we go to the customer, so like we have this solutions where they can handle their release management in Sparta. Along with that, if they want to manage the document management system also, that also we provide in the one. And project, if they want to execute the project related to aviation, so we have for that we have the projects management tools like this. They don't have to go to the multi applications, so they just have to come to the Sparta, and Sparta will provide all the solution under one roof.
Okay.
So that is the greatest strength I believe. And the second is the scalability. So the way I said previously, the technology has changed from the single layer application to multi-layer. So we have also adopted the technology same. So our Sparta is built in the multi-layer applications where all applications are independently built and hosted as a separate product. So this will help us to improve and scale the features in the futures, and we can, if we want to introduce a new product, so we can easily, and the maintenance will become easy when we have a separate applications. So they all are divided into small chunk, and managing those small chunk will reduce the maintenance cost and improve the performance also. So that's why I feel that the Sparta has this scalability in their product. And the third is like a integration. In today's time, so every platform want to interconnect with the other platform. So the example is like a Google is do Google and collaboration, Google Map collaboration with the Uber. So the Uber is using the Google Map, the integration of the map. Similarly, we have the open integration for the other platform. But right now, we have done the integration with the Zoho, where all our projects and are maintaining with the Zoho integration. So where we will handle the accounts of those projects. So that's where I feel that these are the main strength. There is a lot more strength, greater strength of the Sparta, but these are the highlighted strength of the Sparta.
That's great to hear about. Uh, so if I remember from what you said was that there are multiple products within one platform, right? That is all on one platform.
Yeah.
So now all of these mini products are separate from each other, and that is why the overall maintenance cost involved is lower.
Yeah.
And of course, whenever you are introducing any feature to one particular module, the other does not get affected.
Yeah.
That's one of the benefit I can think about from a user's point of view.
Yeah, definitely.
Are there other benefits as a user, right? That would the point that I said might be one of them. So are there other benefits of such an architecture for a user?
Yeah, there is a benefit, like if suppose they have buy the product and one customer has buy the Sparta and one of their team is using the lease management. So they don't have to come to the records management platform, they just comes to layer of the lease management. They don't have to bother about the document management system. So they all work independently, they can work independently without hampering the other side, and the other team can work on the records management.
Okay.
And there also we have provided the interconnection between if the information, they both will communicate with each other to pass the information if it is needed to communicate with the other module as well.
Okay. So working without distraction, I would say is one of the benefits for user, right?
Yeah.
If a particular team is involved in managing leases, why would they be bothered by some other application? Why should the product distract them with that?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, makes a lot of sense. So let's see the last question, right? The last question of the day. While I do not want to end today's discussion, and I'm really loving the way we are speaking about a lot of interesting stuff about Sparta. But yes, so where do you see Sparta heading in next 5 years, right? In terms of both functionalities, software development practices, and of course any new technology that you are exploring these days to, let's say, integrate with the existing platform?
Yeah. As a technologist, my vision for the Sparta is to onboard the new technology and onboard the new functionality within the Sparta. So as I previously mentioned, the AR and VR technology has shown the tremendous growth recently, but most of people feel that AR and VR technology is meant for the gaming purpose or for entertainment purpose.
Mhm.
In my opinion, it's not correct. AR and VR technology has future in the aviation business as well. So currently we are running a pilot projects where we are doing the 3D modeling with the AR technology to ease out the project's inspections for the inspector which will goes to the field and do the inspection. So in that field, I feel that AR technology can help in the aviation industry.
Mhm.
And similarly, it's like a AL and MI. So L and ML can also help in the aviation industry. So like there is a huge amount of data when inspector or any record inspector will go to the field. So to segregate those data and upload on the correct order, it is a kind of a time-consuming process. So I feel that in this place, ML model can help us where inspector just have to dump the data and machine algorithm will identify to which section that data should belong and segregate without wasting a time. That's how I feel it will benefit us, and my vision is to bring all those technology and few of them are in the pilot phase. That's what I feel is the vision, and there is a lot of other visions continuously, and all those visions will align with the business vision as well.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So I'm really excited to see some AR and VR functionalities to come forth. As I understand that some pilots are currently ongoing, so that would be definitely exciting for not just for me but for the audience as well. And of course, as you said, that if we can make use of technologies like IoT and all of this, right, AI ML models, just to make the life of the user easy, right? Inspectors in some case, or maybe contract managers in the other case. That is the final purpose of any software product, right?
Yeah.
To make the life easy, to save time, to save on resource bandwidth, and improve efficiencies of the companies. So it was amazing speaking to you today, Mr. Vijay. And it would be great to have you come once again, right? Maybe we will speak once again to see where the product has evolved to. And yeah, of course, audience would also be waiting a lot to hear you out once again. So to all my viewers, so this was the podcast with Mr. Vijay Kumar here with you. We'll meet once again next month. So just stay tuned.
To know more, reach out to us at sales@acumen.aero or support@sparta.aero. We would be happy to assist.